Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? This is your friend LP dropping in, saying hello to everybody here in the community. I thought I'd drop by to say hi to everybody, but we're going to talk a little bit about Valentine's Day. Why, you might ask? Well, my question for you is, what is Valentine's Day to you? Do you understand the meaning of Valentine's? Do you even know what Valentine's Day really is? Well, from my perspective and point of view, I will tell you, to me, what Valentine's Day is. Personally, I don't think there should be a day so-called Valentine's Day. Why? Well, because our Creator upstairs doesn't ask everybody to love each other one day, right? He asks us to show each other, to love each other every day, right? It's not just a one-day thing or theme that we need to apply, right? It's every day. We should tell each other we love each other every day, not just one day. And not by maybe flower arrangements or just going out to a dinner, a movie, etc. That can get old, believe it or not, right? Some of you might say, oh, well, that's a romantic thing to do. True, but you can always do it, not just on Valentine's Day. It's the same thing for Christmas, right? A lot of people go tease the seasoning, right? Tease the season, give, or so, right? Or they have these food drives out and about here and there and such, right? But it's not just about one day, ladies and gentlemen. It's about every day. It's about showing and giving love every day. Valentine's Day, it's basically a commercialized day, really. Your typical local store or even typical radio station or TV station, all they do is basically promote it. What is it? Advertisement. They want you, they want me, they want us to go to the store and pick up the beautiful flower arrangements or take out that special someone to dinner. Maybe it could be your mom, my mom, etc. Maybe that special date, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your wife, maybe your boyfriend, maybe your husband. You name it. You might do it, right? But it's not just about that. Let me rephrase that. It shouldn't be about commercializing. And that's what Valentine's Day really is. It's a commercial theme for stores, restaurants in general. And you know I'm right. You correct me if I'm wrong. But that's what Valentine's Day really is about. It's about giving that someone maybe a Valentine's gift. Doesn't necessarily have to be flowers. It could even just be a card. Well, I got news for you. It's a traditional thing here in America. It's not really all over the world, FYI. Some people may say, well, they celebrate it elsewhere. No, they don't. Because it's a commercialized thing, right? Christmas, I would say about maybe 80 or 90% of the earth celebrates it. Still, I'm sure that in some places, Christmas is not really commercialized, like in the USA, Mexico, among other countries, right? But here in the USA, Mexico, and some other countries commercialize it like crazy. I mean, let me give you an example. Let's say we're in the month of October. We're not even in November, for crying out loud, right? This is just an example, right? Not month of November yet. And Christmas stuff is already appearing on the shelves. The same thing with Valentine's, right? Same times with Valentine's theme. Dude, we haven't even gone through Christmas, nor New Year's. This is just an example. And yet they're already placing on the shelves Valentine's stuff, teddy bears, chocolates, whatever, And it's sad because they see you, the consumer, as a sucker. That's what you are. You're a sucker. I'm not really a sucker because I don't go for that. I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. I tell my mother every time I love her, every time when I get to see her, every time when I get the chance to talk to her, I tell her I love her. I don't just tell my mother I love you on Valentine's Day. I don't just tell my friends that I love them on Valentine's Day or that I care about them on Valentine's Day. I don't just go out with them hanging out on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Oops. You know what I'm saying? So think about it, ladies and gentlemen. You and I, well, those of you that celebrate Valentine's Day by buying gifts, giving that so-called special someone, heart of chocolates, whatever, a chocolate box, whatever, balloons, flowers. Yeah, you're being a sucker, all right. These consumer places are definitely taking your money. I've always said this. If you really want to give something special to that special someone, like I said, your mom, dad, maybe that special loved one in your family, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your boyfriend, or your husband, wife. Make it. You can make it yourself. There are a lot of beautiful projects out there that could be done with your hands. They're pretty easy, ladies and gentlemen. There are a lot of videos out there. There are a lot of ideas of things that you can make for Valentine's Day. Did you know that a homemade gift is actually cherished the most rather than a typical gift bought at a store? You heard that clear. A homemade gift is cherished most because the person took their time in making it. The person took their time in taking you into consideration. They didn't go, oh, you know what, I'm going to buy this for my mom, or I'm going to buy this for my girlfriend, or I'm going to buy this for my husband or wife, or my nephew, my son, my daughter, my niece. Right? You see, some of you might know my friend by the name of Kim. One thing I really adore about her is that she encourages her family to make things. Something that's arts and crafts related. Maybe making a heart or maybe making whatever. Especially right now when she has her little granddaughter. She encourages her to make it, not to buy it from the store. And I give her props, kudos to my friend Kim because of that. I'm sure that there are a lot of you parents out there that have children that probably don't even encourage children. Start doing it. Start encouraging him, her, to do some arts and crafts, right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful doing arts and crafts. Let me tell you guys something. I take this class called Creative and Experience, right? Okay, I'm looking at my notes here. It's called Creative Experience. Okay, I don't know why I always throw the and, but it's called Creative Experience. This class is part of my early childhood education course, right? What is one thing that our teacher says to us there is, don't worry, it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as you put your heart into it. Doesn't have to be perfect. This isn't an arts class. I don't expect artistic people to do arts and crafts in this class. Because we're doing it from our imaginations. We have to definitely use our imaginations. Random things that we use in the classroom. She wants us to use our imaginations. First thing she says, don't be perfect. You're not in an arts class. You are in a class where you can use your imagination, creativity, etc. That's the same concept I'm bringing up to you, ladies and gentlemen. Use your imagination. Use your creativity. Don't just apply love for Valentine's Day. Don't just apply your friendship relationship for Valentine's Day. Don't just tell that someone you love them only on Valentine's Day, or such as like, honey, have I ever told you I love you? Or sweetheart, have I ever told you the most beautiful girl in the world? No. You don't just do that on Valentine's Day. You do it every day. But remember, it has to come from the heart. Don't just say something that you don't mean, right? Because if I'm going to tell someone, even my own mother, Mom, I love you, It's because it comes from my heart. I don't just tell my mom, oh, I love you too, mom. No. I do if she beats me to it, like, I love you. And I go, oh, yeah, I love you too, mom. But I do love my mom. Or I love my friends, like my friend Kim, like my friend Carlos, like my friend Lupe, like my friend Luis, even though I haven't kept up with him. But I know he's out there. He listens to my casts. He checks out what's going on with the LP show and such. Same thing with my friend Lupita. My friend Carlos and Kim haven't really had the interest. I'm just being out real there. But there are people out there who are interested. There are people out there who are willing to check out the show. Right? But I'm not talking about the show. I'm focused more in the Valentine's Day theme here. You know, what does it mean to you? Is it commercialized? Do you guys think I'm wrong? Do you guys think I'm talking a bunch of nonsense? I personally don't think I'm not. Because anybody will tell me, yes, you're right. Yes, Valentine's Day is commercialized. I mean, you tell me when I'm wrong. What are some people doing out there on the streets before even Valentine's takes in place? The month of January, mid of January, what do? You see them out there selling flowers. What do you see them saying out there? Flowers, bouquets, etc. Right? But I guess here in America, we have to have a certain day to really have the meaning of what we're going to say. Example, Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas or Happy Holidays. It doesn't just have to be on Christmas to love one another. It doesn't just have to be Christmas to give food to those who need food, clothing to those who need to be clothed, right? It doesn't. A stranger can come up to my door and go, hey, I need a sweater or a jacket that, can I use because I don't have one right now, or what have you. You don't know if that person may be homeless. I don't know if that person may be homeless. Don't judge books by the cover, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. I was watching this video by Joan Jett. I think it's called Bad Reputation. And man, it really caught my attention because it basically, in the video, describes of how women were denied because they were dressing up, appearance of a guy. She was wearing her tight jeans and her leather jacket and you name it, she was wearing it, right? On top of it, she loved to rock and roll, right? So she dressed like a dude, basically. And major companies, I'm talking about BMI, Warner Brothers, just to name a couple of them there, denied her. Why? Because on top of it, they even told her you can't sing. I mean, you got to watch that video to understand what I'm talking about. That video did have politics about women. How they did discriminated against them, And I understand what she means there as, like she would say, it's the new generation, right? So it's a very powerful song, believe it or not. It's very upbeat. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell you that. But it definitely has its controversies. And I say controversies because today, sometimes we just feel that ladies should be ladies, straight up. I know I've been one of those. My friend Kim can tell you guys that. But that doesn't mean that I will tell that person how to appear either. If that person wears nothing but pairs of blue jeans every day, well, so be it. You're just not getting my attention, bottom line, But if that's what deceives you, more power to you. If that's what you like, more power to you, right? So anyway, talking about Valentine's Day, don't just show it because of one day. Tell everybody that you love them every day. Show them that you love them every day, right? Let them know. Don't just use it because of a commercialized theme, because really that's what Valentine's Day is all about. It's commercialized, right? So I'm reading what my friend is putting on here. Yeah, see, and my friend Kim does make a point here too. In a way, let's read it. It says, I think Valentine's Day is a reminder when people are so busy in today's world. True that. Then it says, don't forget that somebody loves you. Exactly. Never forget that somebody loves you, right? Yes, we are busy in today's society, in today's world, today's generation. That's cool. No excuse, though. If you really love that someone, you're going to tell him or her. You're going to show him or her, vice versa, right? You're going to communicate, right? And I know that in today's generation, ladies, you know I'm right about this. And fellas, you guys know I'm right about this. Come the intimate times, right away we throw the word, I love you, baby. Baby, do this. Baby, I do that for you, and blah, 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 blah. But when times are hard, when times are struggles, when times are just random, odd, or so, everybody forgets, right? Everybody forgets to use the term love. People throw the word love out there like it's just a random word. It's not. It's not just a random word. It's a word that you show feelings for, that you mean, that you mean to show feelings for, that you are willing to stand by it. I cannot just tell somebody random, I love you, and just move on. Now, here's the difference though. A stranger, sure, we can always tell a stranger, hey man, you know what, I love you, man, you know. A person might look at you maybe odd, strange, or so. So what? God never looks at his sons strange, his daughters strange, his children strange in general, because he loves everybody equally. He doesn't go to me one day, oh, you know what, Alex? I love you one day. Or LP, I love you one day, LP. Oh, but Lord, I love you every day. No, I love you today, man. It's Valentine's Day. I only love you today. No, no, he loves us every day, every time, in our hearts. That's how we should love each other. Don't rely on commercialism, right? Because it's true, the world is busy. But I've always said it. You have that heart, you're going to show it, right? It's like earlier today I did a podcast, or not a podcast, but a live cast on the LP Show's Facebook page. I talk about the show so much. Why? Because I'm promoting it, ladies and gentlemen. And if it weren't for my promotions, I wouldn't be on tuning. If it weren't for my promotions, I wouldn't be on iHeartRadio. If it weren't for my promotions, I wouldn't be on Spreaker or iTunes. Right? And I'm so grateful to the Lord that He's opened doors for me in these platforms right now. We're aiming for Spotify next, and we're gonna make it, right? So I show love for what I do, passion for what I do, spirit for what I do, be positive for what I do. We all go through struggles, but we should never go through a struggle to say to someone that we love them, even if it's just a stranger. You never know, man. You never know. Because that stranger could just, believe it or not, could just, let me think about how I'm going to say this. There are strangers out there who just might really need to hear that word, love. Right? Maybe her husband hasn't told her that he loves her. Maybe his wife hasn't told him that she loves him. Maybe your mom hasn't told you that she loves you. Or maybe you haven't told your mom that you love her. When was the last time? When is the last time you told your mom you love her? You know, it's not just a word to throw out there. It's to show that we love that someone, that we care for that someone. There's a difference, though. If you are in love with that special someone, of course, you have to show them as well. You have to allow them to show you too. But if it doesn't work, well, then unfortunately there is no love in a relationship, right? I'm not jumping into that part because I know if I do, I'm going to stick with the relationship. But that's what I mean. Valentine's Day is really a commercialized theme from my perspective, from my point of view. Right? So let's remind each other every day to love each other. Don't just go, I love you, and not show it. And if you want to make just a random, I don't know, draw a heart, cut it out, give it to your mom, or give it to that girlfriend of yours. Because really, us men, if a girl gives us that, we look at it like, okay, thank you, it's beautiful, yada, yada. But if it's a girl, oh my God, it's cute. Oh my God, it's lovely. Oh my God, I'm going to put it away. Oh my God, don't break it or don't do this because I want to put it away or I'm going to keep it. That's what you hear coming from a female. From a male, you don't really hear that, right? Because females are more sentimental with things like this. And it's okay. It's a beautiful thing that the Lord gave them to be very, very sentimental. I think it's beautiful. My friend Kim is a great example for this because she encourages her granddaughter. Hey, have you, do you need Valentine's cards, or let's make this or that for Valentine's Day. Not even just Valentine's. It would be just for her mom, for her mommy or daddy. It could be for a friend or whomever. And that's what I adore about my friend Kim, that she encourages her granddaughter to do beautiful arts and crafts. Homemade stuff, I've always said. Use your creativity. Money is always there, of course, if you are able to be wise and spend it wisely, of course. But the arts and crafts, you just have to have that creativity, that imagination, and go wild. Some of the materials that we used for my creative experience class are paper towel rolls, typical TP paper rolls. All right. We used aluminum foil. We used newspaper. What was the other one we used? Oh, string. I mean, all these materials I just mentioned, you have access to them at home. Who doesn't use foil? Aluminum foil in this case. We all do. For cooking, storing, etc. Who doesn't use paper plates? We all do. Who doesn't use boxes of cereal? We all do. And even if you don't need cereal, you can always use a random box, like a box of oatmeal, a box of candy, whatever. That's going to be our project for Thursday. We're going to use boxes of cereal. And I know she's going to say, use your imagination. I don't want artists here. I don't want artistic people here. I want people to use their imagination and go wild and be creative. Use the imagination of a child, because that's the first thing she'll tell you. It has to be appropriate. Children appropriate. Right? Has to be preschool appropriate, if you will. Right? So, I encourage you, the listener / audience out there, start using some of your stuff at home. Maybe you say, oh, you know what? I ran out of paper towels. Okay, don't throw the roll of paper. Be creative. Do some arts and crafts. If you are an arts and crafts person out there, use it. There are a lot of ideas out there. Use that imagination that our Lord gave us. And if you don't have it, there are people out there that can help you. Believe it or not, I'm very horrible with arts and crafts. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. LP, that's not his turf. But since he works with children and is going to continue, gotta push myself, right? Need to push myself so I could get more creative with that stuff. I like it. I actually do like it. I think, oh, this is cool. Sure, I know I have certain weaknesses with this type of stuff because really it isn't my passion. I'm just being real. It isn't my passion. But I'm willing to give it an opportunity. I am giving it an opportunity, of course, because I'm in that class. But after that class is done, you bet you there's maybe another opportunity where it's going to come by. A child is going to use, it's gonna need some ideas or so, and ask me, hey, what can I make with the toilet paper? Hey, mommy's got too many of these paper towels or whatever. Paper towel rolls, not the paper towels, but the paper towel rolls. What can I make with this? There are a lot of things. Construction paper. Sure, everybody can draw on it. Those that can draw, of course. But you can also cut it certain shape, cut it certain figure, cut it certain way. I mean, you can fold it, you can unfold it, you can fold it again in threes, fours, quarters, etc. Before you know it, before you even think of it, you're actually coming up with a little design, a little pattern, or what have you. Let your imagination run. With aluminum foil, oh man, that's awesome. You can make like little mini 3D sculptures, right? If you have construction paper, you could put it on the construction paper, or even do some sort of figure, anything that you like to do with aluminum foil. Color it. Don't be plain. Color it. Use your imagination. I can't stress that enough. There's a lot of stuff out there that you, myself, and random can do that's homemade, that can give it to that friend, that can give it to even that special loved one or that special someone. Maybe he or she loves arts and crafts. Maybe your girlfriend loves arts and crafts. Maybe she loves just the fact that you think of her and you made that, I don't know, that heart with aluminum foil or whatever. She'll love it. Why? Again, it's a sentimental thing. It's a treasure to them. They will put it away. Believe it or not. First thing they're going to tell you is, don't sit on it, or don't crash it, or whatever. Because they're going to want it. Because you made it with your bare hands. You didn't go buy it at the 99-cent store. You didn't go buy it at the Michael's. You didn't go buy it at Target, Walmart, etc. You made it. That's what gives it more value, believe it or not. Came from your heart. And it's a beautiful thing. Right? Can't stress that enough. My friend Kim, kudos to you for that, for encouraging your family. And even in Christmas, y'all, this girl, oh, they're going to make this, they're going to make that. My granddaughter's going to make this, and they're going to do that, and together they're going to put this all together. I mean, man, it's awesome. I love that. I love that. Creativity. Yes, sir. Definitely. Right? And I hope you understand where I'm going with my points for Valentine's. Don't just feel that you have to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day because of just that day. No, you tell everybody you love them every day. If you can. It has to come from your heart. I've always ended my castings with, what do I usually say? Much respect, much love to everybody, yada, yada, right? That's because I mean it from the heart. If I didn't, I wouldn't say what I say, right? Or the other one I say, LP, don't discriminate against nothing, no one, or so. Because I don't. I may not like whatever I may see, but hey, can't discriminate, can't break my word, right? The past is the past, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on. No discrimination. That song, Bad Reputation by Joan Jett, definitely got my attention. There's a lot of political message in there. A lot. And I said messages because it's not just about the female wanting to be a rocker and how she dresses and stuff. No. It's just about the discrimination, really. That's what really it's about. And how these major record labels didn't want her because she dressed like a dude, because she had her short hair, because according to them, she didn't know how to sing. But yet, she had hits on the charts, right? And then these major record companies that closed doors on her said, oh, come on back, sure, sure, thumbs up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, what a bunch of hypocrites. That's what really came up in my mind. Because I'm thinking, you don't give the opportunity to a female, even though, unfortunately, she does dress like a dude. But that's not the point. The point is she wanted to get her music out there. She wanted to become known for who she is and who she stands. Or what she stands for. Right? Awesome song. I think I'm going to play it in my 80s rock segment. Yes, I am going to warn parents to listen to the track with their young listeners. Because obviously the term D-A-M-M is on there. And so, I'm sorry, D-A-N-M is on there. Alright, so I'm going to definitely put a mini warning label there. Alright. And I guess that's it, y'all. But I wanted to do a little brief casting for everybody here. Hope everybody gets the opportunity to share this cast if you wish. Now, I actually found out, I'm going to jump into another subject really quick here. I found out that the Facebook pages, I guess they call that particular app, the Pages app, aka Facebook ads or so, doesn't really alert you, the listener / audience, that I am live. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to start labeling the segments. For example, if I focus mostly on the LP show, it's going to say the LP show in parentheses and then the subject that we're going to talk about in the cast. That way you don't get confused and go, oh, because everything he puts there is the LP show. No, I'm going to put the LP show in parentheses. That tells you that we're going to be talking about subjects for the show or so. All right? Subjects that are covered for the LP show's Facebook page. Because after I am done doing the casting, I'm going to share the casting on the LP show's Facebook page. Because I could do my live casting. The problem is, nobody really knows when I'm live. And that's a bummer. So, we're going to do it my way instead. Since Facebook didn't want to cooperate. And specifically says there, it's an ads source. So, I understand. It's respected. And I guess we got to try another way. Right? Plan B. Because it will let me do my casting, but I can't boost the post if I wanted to. It says boosting unavailable. Oh, great. So I'll just do it through Facebook. All right, so stick around for that as we proceed in doing new castings for the LP Show's Facebook page here, and then they're going to be shared for over there. Also, I'm going to be bringing them to YouTube as well. So what I'm going to be doing is basically downloading the videos and uploading them to YouTube as well. Same subjects and such. Nothing's changing. It's just maybe the wording might change, the captioning or so. But other than that, remains the same. All right. So I want to thank you, the listener / audience, for taking the opportunity and time to support the LP Show, for listening to the LP Show on TuneIn.com, on Spreaker.com, on iHeartRadio.com, of course, iTunes Store. And you can always get a hold of me via email, should you wish. Feel free. The LP Show 2002 at gmail.com. That's THELPSHOW 2002 at gmail.com. If you have any questions for me regarding the show in general, or just random, any questions for me in general, please feel free to message me your questions or even suggestions that you might have for me to integrate to the show or what have you. Just random. Feel free to send them to me in an email. THELPSHOW 2002 at gmail.com. That's the LP Show 2002 at gmail.com. All right. And of course, those of you that know me personally, feel free to always call me. You guys know who I am and such. All right. And I guess that's it. Much love to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful day today, not just on Valentine's, but in general. And if you had a birthday, well, happy birthday to you. If you didn't, that's okay. We'll wish you a happy birthday. I'm going to start a little birthday segment too, coming soon to the LP show. So I'll be thinking about that little brief segment later on. But right now, I'm just brainstorming as ideas come into my mind and such. Right? It is shout out time, ladies and gentlemen, and looks like I only have 4 listeners right now, and that's okay. Hey, it happens. It's becoming late for some others, so it's all good. All right, so shout outs to Mr. Luis Nunez. Luis is on deck. Lupita is on deck. Kim is on deck. Elfren is on deck. And Martha is on deck. Thank you very much, all of you, for listening, for tuning in. Whoa, we got more. We got Hugo. Hugo on deck. Thank you very much, sir, for jumping in the cast. And you're jumping in a bit late, my brother. About to be closing the session here. But if you want to know what the video is about, please feel free to, the audio. Please feel free to restart it. And hopefully you like it. All right? Also, friends, please feel free to share my castings with your commuters, community in general. If you want to commute with me on Instagram, yes, I am on Instagram, the LP 2002 on Instagram, all right, the LP 2002 on Instagram. If you want to commute with me on Snapchat, LP 2002, all right, that's LP 2002. You'll be able to see me there on Snapchat. Note, Instagram and Snapchat are graphic. So if you guys are totally blind, not enough for you to use. All right. For my typical light-sighted visions, listeners out there, or just a typical sighted person, well, there you go. You can get a hold of me on Instagram and Snapchat as well. All right. Twitter, you may add me there if you want to. You may commute with me there. I don't really use Twitter. So much gossip on that one, so that's why I don't really use it. But you may. It's at the LP Show 2002. Again, that's at the LP Show 2002. That's where you'll find me on Twitter. All right. YouTube channel coming real soon. The LP Show's official website is coming real soon. Very, very excited to announce that. All right, my friend Luis is on deck. He's the one that's helping me with that. So thank you very much, sir. And I guess we're done. We'll talk to you guys real soon. God bless us all. He's always watching us, guiding us, always with us. Amen. Never forgets about his children. And of course, never discriminates his children at all. For no reason, no sword, no nothing. All right. Neither does the LP. Respect to everybody. Take care. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. You guys know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions pertaining anything. Whether it's the podcast or the LP show, integrating things to the show, or even just questions for me in general. If you want to know about me, feel free. THELPSHOW2002 at gmail.com. That's THELPSHOW2002 at gmail.com. Can always get a hold of me there. All right. Those of you who personally know me can always call me as well. Right. This is your friend LP standing by. We out.